I got a new keyboard and mouse. I got these because I wanted to make it easier for myself when I recorded these kind of videos to move my keyboard and mouse out of the way. My old keyboard and mice were wired, so my main goal with purchasing these two was, one, they needed to be wireless. Two, they had to be as similar as possible to my old keyboard and mouse. And three, they had to be very affordable because I'm cheap. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I'm cheap as hell. So I got these two and I was able to pull it off for about $110, which if you ask me, that is a win on the frugal / cheap side. And today we're gonna unbox and test both of these to make sure I'm happy with them and they meet my needs. Because if not, we gotta return them to Amazon. And I gotta start my hunt all over again. But enough yapping, let's get to unboxing and testing. Let's start with the keyboard. So the keyboard I chose was the Redragon K710 Wireless Pro, or I guess as the box says on it, the Redragon MK Flare Pro. I don't know which name is technically the correct name, but on Amazon, it said the Redragon K710. I got this one specifically because my last keyboard was a Redragon. I like that Redragon, and I want to ensure the experience was as close to my original keyboard, and it definitely helped that this keyboard was very, very cheap. It was only about $43, which if you ask me, mwah, beautiful price. All right, let's unbox this thing. So this keyboard's pretty neat. One of the big things I really wanted when purchasing this keyboard was I really, really wanted to keep the blue mechanical keys, which I know a lot of people do not like these keys, but me personally, I'm a sucker for the clicky clacky. I love the clicky clacky. I know the keyboard's working if I can hear it. So another thing I really liked about this keyboard was that it could be used in both 2.4 gigahertz and in Bluetooth mode, but also in wired mode in case I want to get the wired experience. For us, we're mostly going to be using this in the 2.4 gigahertz mode, but it's nice to have the Bluetooth option in case I want to connect it to another device such as my laptop or my smartphone. Otherwise, that's all it gets into on the front. Let's look at the back of the box. So the back kind of goes over the same things. It brings up the 3 connection modes. I did skip over the customizable RGB when we were on the front. That's actually one nice thing about the Redragon keyboards. They do RGB pretty well. I'm hoping this maintains the RGB quality of my last keyboard. It really doesn't say much more on the back, but I want to make sure we checked it out. All right, let's open this box up now. Let's flip it. Ooh, ah, the keyboard. It's all white. My last one was black and white. I really wanted to get it in black, but they didn't offer this one in black, at least not at that price. Let's take it out and let's actually put this to the side real quick and see what else is in the box. So you have that. You have a few additional mechanical switches in case you have to replace any on the keyboard if they fall off. I actually kind of like that. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 additional switches, which is nice. You can remove keycaps with this, and you can remove switches with this. It looks like the switches are hot swappable, which is nice. So if you just want to replace a switch on the fly, you just pull it out and pop another one back in. And that also means if I ever want to change switches in the future, I should be able to pop all of these switches out and put in new switches. That's actually pretty neat. I didn't know that. And you have your USB-C cable. It comes wrapped in plastic, weirdly zip tied in plastic. And let's see how long this thing is. This is about 5 feet, about 5 feet of cable, which is nice. Okay, and that is everything that's in the box. We can now finally get the box out of our way. So long. And now we can get to what we are here for, the main event here. Let's slide it out of there. Oh, there's a few papers in here with it. There's a bunch of stickers. Ooh, I like that. You know, I really like when products include stickers. It's a bunch of stickers. None of them are really that fascinating looking, but you know, I'm not going to complain about free stickers with my product. And then there's just a little guide on the keyboard, which is nice. I'm not going to read this, but this is good for certain people. Now, let's move that out of the way. And let's look at the... Ooh. Oh, y'all hear the clicky clackies? Let's get this on the high resolution camera real quick. This is you know, this thing actually looks pretty nice. It looks pretty nice. It sounds really good. I know a lot of people hate the sound of the blue keys, but I love the clicky clackies. It just does it for me. I like the keycaps on this thing. So I was debating replacing these keycaps with the keycaps I already owned, because I have custom keycaps on my old keyboard, which I guess I can show y'all. Ignore how dirty it is. but this is my old keyboard. I had custom keycaps on those that I was going to take off the keyboard, but I think I'm just going to I'm going to keep these keycaps. These actually look pretty nice. It feels nice. It's a full-length keyboard. One big thing I want to make sure I kept was the number pad, because I use the number pad a lot when I'm going over my finances. I'm definitely a personal finance guy in my personal time, not for a living, but just my own personal finances. So this was huge for me. And then also, I'm lazy. I like being able to unlock my PC just by, spamming keys rather than having to press the numbers at the top here. Let's actually get the dongle out, because as I said before, we're going to use this in 2.4 gigahertz mode. On the back, you have your typical feet, which I tend to use. You have a switch that lets you choose between 2.4 gigahertz mode, Bluetooth mode, and just turning it off. We're going to switch it to 2.4 gigahertz mode. We're going to pop the dongle out, so it's just a simple dongle. And we're going to plug this dongle in. Ooh, look at the RGB. This is actually even better than my prior keyboard. This is really nice RGB. Ooh, I'm gonna show it on the nice camera too, because I feel like this top-down camera is just not as good. Look at that RGB. Oh, that's good. I usually don't care too much for RGB. Back in the day, I used to love it much more. Nowadays, I'm more of a simple design kind of guy. I still like the good look of a rainbow RGB keyboard. It just looks nice, especially on this all white. It's hitting different. Visually, it is hitting different. Let's quickly do a keyboard test to prove this. Okay, these were the results. We were able to get about 50 words per minute. By no means are we professional typers, but that's good for me. I feel like that's pretty solid for me. While I was typing, I felt like the keyboard felt nice. I like the keys. I like the feel of the switches specifically. The keycaps, I think, are going to take a little while to get used to, because the rounded edges give it a slightly smaller surface area. All right, I think we're pretty happy with the keyboard. Again, keyboard looks nice, feels nice, sounds nice, and was a great price. So I think we're keeping this one. Let's move on from the keyboard. Let's put this one to the side, and let's move on to the mouse. Boom. For the mouse, we decided to go for the glorious Model 02. We went with this because this is identical to my last mouse. I literally had the wired Model 02. And again, I am a sucker for familiarity. I was very happy with my last mouse. I liked the weight. I like the feel. The only thing I wanted to change was the fact that it was wired, and I wanted to go wireless. And on top of that, this thing was only 70 bucks on sale on Prime Day. And I feel like that's a good price, because I remember buying this wired one back in the day for $70. And I got that one on an employee price because I worked at Micro Center. So getting this wireless one for 70 was pretty cool. And I know for all you keyboard and mice enthusiasts, you're probably looking at this like, there's so many better mice you could have got for the money. I know, trust me. I'm very tech-centered. I know I could have got a mouse with a better sensor for a better price that was also wireless. But again, I'm a sucker for familiarity, and I would much rather have the same feeling mouse than something that may be slightly better. But that's just me personally. All right, let's get this thing unboxed. Now we can finally use the handy dandy box cutter. 2 strips at the top here. So we're gonna get 1. We're gonna get 2. There's 2 more on the bottom. They gave us 2 surprise stickers. Boom. And now I should just slide out. There we go. See, so first you have a little pamphlet, which I assume just simple instruction papers in there. With the papers, they include a QR code to scan to register the product. It includes this little paper here that says my brightness is set at 5%. This is huge, actually, because there's going to be a user out there who will not install the software. And without the software, they'll be like, oh, the brightness is very low on my mouse. Why is it so low? But this actually gives you instructions on how to change the brightness on the mouse without the software. I'm going to be using the software, so it's not that useful for me, but it is useful for somebody. Somebody will appreciate this. Ooh, a sticker. Y'all know I love me my stickers. Ah, nice. That's the new Glorious logo, too. And then let's see. Okay, English, and then just instructions. We don't need any of that, but that's cool to see. A little instruction pamphlet. Put this to the side, and then we have the mouse. Oh. But real quick, let's look at the cable that it comes with. It comes with a braided cable. This looks like a pretty long braided cable, actually. A lot longer than the one that was with the keyboard. Ooh, it's like a custom USB-C cable, too. That looks like it locks in. Let's see the length. Oh, yeah, that's about 6 feet. So it comes with about a 6-foot braided USB-C cable that plugs into the front. Yeah, it's like custom fitted for this mouse. I like that a lot, actually. custom fitted and designed for this mouse specifically. Yeah, so this mouse I chose because it's very similar to the keyboard. So one, again, it was identical to my current mouse, which I liked. I like getting pretty much the exact same mouse. That was one of my main goals. But two, it has the option to be used in both 2.4 gigahertz and Bluetooth mode, which again, I like that a lot. I like that a lot. My question is, where the hell is this 2.4 gigahertz dongle? Oh, it was right here. The dongle was in the box. I couldn't see it because of my angle. Ooh, this is a thick boy. Oh, I see. It comes with a little USB-C converter for the dongle, just in case you don't have a USB-A port, but also in case you want to run the dongle closer to your mouse, you can actually plug the USB-C cable that comes with it into this, like this, and then you can run it and keep it on your desk so it's closer to the mouse itself. This isn't going to be that useful for me because where I'm plugging it in is directly to my left right here. So we're probably going to put this back in the box and keep it in the box and then plug this directly into our PC. All right, but let's look at the mouse real quick. So this looks pretty much identical to my last mouse. It is a little different, actually. It looks like there's a lot less holes, or the hole density is a little smaller. It is still very light. I think this actually may be lighter than my last mouse, actually, which is pretty cool. The scroll wheel feels different. This is actually notably different than my last mouse. Let's quickly do a comparison. I know we didn't do a comparison for the keyboard, but we're gonna do it for the mouse because of how different this thing really is. It has a gray accent now instead of the black accent. The hole density is a lot smaller on this mouse. They got rid of some of the holes here. The shape is almost identical though, so I can't complain about that. And the feel is almost identical. It is a little lighter, the new mouse. It's close enough. It's close enough for me not to complain. All right, let's get this thing powered on and see how the RGB looks on it. Ooh, that's pretty bright. Oh, and you can see directly into the device. I don't know how well y'all can see that on camera, but you can actually see into the mouse here in a way that the old one I don't think did very well. That's pretty nice. But there's RGB along each side. Each side has a little RGB strip. And then the top on the inside also has RGB. I think I'm going to show it in this camera because I think the top-down camera is just not capturing it well. But you can see on this side there's RGB strip. On this side there's an RGB strip. And then the top here where the mouse wheel is, and on the back there's RGB. And actually the bottom. You'll never be seeing the bottom, but that's still good to note. All right, cool. We moved all the feet. Now let's feel the mouse. I mean, the feel of the mouse is pretty nice. I like how my wrist rests on it personally. It's very, very similar to my last mouse. I have very few complaints about this. Yeah, the weight's good. I like the weight. Honestly, not having a cord already is making a massive difference because prior when I would use this, my old mouse, I would always feel the old cable kind of snag. So I kind of like already that I don't feel anything resisting against me, pulling against me. The left click and right click feel excellent. Oh yeah, it feels good. It's very responsive. I don't have the DPI. Oh, there we go. We just upped the DPI. So yep, the DPI and the responsiveness feels really, really good. Yeah, I mean, it's very familiar. I have no complaints. It's very, very familiar to my last mouse. And that's kind of exactly what I was looking for. Familiarity. Yeah, I think this one was a good choice too, but I'm not that shocked by it because again, it's pretty much the exact same mouse as I had prior. I loved it. I actually didn't want to replace it at all, so I was happy to see they still sold my mouse but wireless, because generally by this point, they will have released a whole new model and discontinued the old models. It's nice to see that Glorious is still keeping their old models around for people like me who hate change. All right, so we have our new keyboard and mouse. I think we're going to stick with both of these. I'm very happy with the price we were able to get these at. I'm very happy that they're extremely similar to my prior keyboard and mouse. I think we're going to let them rock. We're going to let them rock. They're staying on the desk. If you're new here, make sure to drop a subscribe, help your boy out, support the channel, drop a like, comment below if you have any questions about this keyboard and mouse. If you're in the market for a keyboard and mouse and you want any further opinions, or if you want me to test anything, let me know and maybe I'll split the block with another video. Thank you for watching. I appreciate the love. Bye.